Start na po. Wait lang po. So, good afternoon. Our topic for today is all about planning and conceptualizing social advocacy that will be presented by Group 2. Our main topics for today are planning and conceptualizing the content, concept paper, elements of a concept paper for social paper, research for content in social advocacy, and lastly is designing and developing social advocacy. What is planning and conceptualizing social advocacy? ICT serves as the stepping stone for the economic, social, industrial growth, and development of the first world countries around the globe. And it is also communicating with individuals and such organizations that require such methods and technologies such as ICT by the help of computer systems. And by that, ICT is an instrument which provide better ways of communication for all people, and it also contributes such changes to the society for the people to attain new skills and knowledge that they need. Hence, ICT project undergoes deep researches, studies, and inquiries before implemented. That is why it is important to have plans and concepts before implementing such projects. This lesson provides information on how you will be able to develop a proposed ICT project through an effective creation of a concept paper. This lesson will also guide you to step creation of your social advocacy for social change. Next, what is SMART and planning and conceptualizing the content? Always start with the ends in mind, generate your own ideas about content, and identify various opportunities based on your target audience. Have a clear plan of actions, responsibilities, work requirements, time frame, and budget if needed. Set a SMART goal to target. So what is SMART? Let's find out what is the definition of each letters in the word SMART. Letter S is for the specific. Is for specific. What do you want to do or what to achieve? Set a real goal that is direct, detailed, and meaningful. Make sure that your goals are focused and can identify a concrete outcome. Your goal will be at risk or vague without the specifics of the goal, because knowing what you wanted to achieve is knowing the leverage to success. Or in other words, the letter I in the word is specific. We should be more specified or certain on the goals that we wanted to attain and have a possible outcome that we wanted. Next is M for measurable.
Letter M is for measurable. When will you know when you reach it? What are the signs of your success? Make sure that your goal is trackable and quantifiable. Defining your own definition of success will aid you to estimate your current achievement level and reaching your specific goals. This goal allows you to see your progress and evaluate whether or not the goal was being achieved or not. Next.
A is for attainable. Is it possible for you to reach your goal? Work towards a goal that is challenging but possible and doable. That if you have tools or resources that will help you to achieve and attain your goal. Attainable also means achievable. If you will think a goal but possible to happen and to achieve. Miss Logarta will explain the next.
R is for realistic. Are your current skills enough to reach your goal? Knowing yourself is the key to your success. Be honest with yourself and know your capabilities and the things that you cannot do. Be realistic toward your goals as well as on your capacity to do. Based on my understanding, mahalaga na kilala natin ang ating sarili because it's a big help to our success. Because if we know what we really want, what our things that we're good at, and kung saan tayo mahina, it will help us decide for our future. That's why it's really important for us na totoo tayo sa sarili natin.
Time T is for time bound. When exactly do you plan to accomplish it? Give yourself a deadline. Every goal should have a target date to finish. Having deadlines motivates oneself to do more efficiently and helps you to be focused in reaching your goals.
Concept paper. Concept papers are summaries of projects or issues that contemplate interest, experience, and expertise that commonly serve as a purpose of delivering an in-depth discussion of a certain topic that a person has a strong position on. The terms concept paper, proposal, or abstract are often used interchangeably as they can be used for the same function. The purpose of concept paper is to lay out the basics of a grant proposal so that every involved in planning and implementation, from your organization or a partners, agrees on what will be in the proposal. This also promotes good relationships and helps you get letters of commitment from your partners as well. Concept paper can also be used as a mainstream educational tool to develop and to create solutions to a certain problem or issue. Next is the elements of a concept paper for social change and will be discussed by Jasril Bambalan.
So we have six types of elements of a concept paper for social advocacy, which are the title page, introduction, purpose, description, support, and lastly is the contact information. Title page. The title of your concept paper will serve a lot in terms of getting the audience interest, so make sure to have a short but a catchy and interesting title of your chosen topic. The title page of a book or a thesis and other written works can be found in the page of the front, which includes not only its title but also the subtitle, publisher, name of the author, and many more. In simple words, your project's title or concept paper should not only include a short and interesting title, but also a fully overview of what the book or concept paper is all about. By that, the readers can have a little idea on what the book is all about. Next is the introduction that will be present explained by Jerry Alforja.
Introduction. This part of your concept paper should detail your mission or goal and the vision or dream you have in taking up this concept paper. An introduction gives the reader an idea of where you are going in your project so they can follow along. You can give them more background details and supporting evidence of your concept paper. Your introduction should also contain the following: A. The clear problem you wanted to solve. B. Why did you like to investigate under this study? C. How your research or concept paper would be helpful to others. D. What are the clear evidence that your study is beneficial and necessary to be discussed? Lastly, what making your introduction critical is that making it, you need to make a clear and good impression to the possible readers. That's its purpose that we discussed by Bolatas.
Purpose. A purpose statement is a declarative sentence which summarizes the specific topic and goals of a document. It is typically included in the introduction to give the reader an accurate, concrete of understanding of what the document will cover and what she can gain from reading it. This element of the concept paper includes the reason why your chosen project or advocacy campaign is worth all the time, effort, and money. You need to create a strong atmosphere of purpose. Your purpose should not only be to prove you're right, but it is more about how you can help other people in the purpose of your chosen concept paper. Remember, your main purpose here is to bring something good and create an impact for a change. The next topic is description that Dango will tell us something about it.
Description. This element talks about the steps and procedure and how you will do things properly. This includes necessary informations, data, and details about your project. Also, it explains the methods and plans on how you will answer the problem of the concept and in revealing the efficacy of your solution to the problems. Next.
Next is the support. This element of concept paper contains your budget needed for the project. Every project needed funds to be published and materialize their certain cost. The support from a sponsor necessary to be considered. In support, you need a list for your budget and also budget your money on the things you only need. Prepare some other plans of your chosen plan if your chosen plan doesn't fit. Miss Mercado, please explain what its contact information is.
Contact information, the element of concept paper that includes information on how you can be contacted. This includes the following but not limited to: A. Name of creators, address, phone or telephone number, email address, website. Next is the research for content in social advocacy and will be discussed by MJ Lagorta.
Research for content in social change. Information and Communication Technology, or ICT, has been a great help in the development of information age. It played a big part on the innovation and integration of different technologies that brought social changes. Social change is defined as the alternation of mechanisms characterized by changes in cultural symbols, rules of behavior, social organizations, or value systems. So, research for content in social change is about changes around content in social exploring and widening thoughts in our daily basis. It has a lot of contribution in our daily lives, like enables to understand the issues and development of more sustainable societies. It is also important because we as a human being, we always ask questions and we get curious at all times and research for content in social change is a big help for us. It gives us answers to our questions and curiosity actions. We can learn a lot about social change because of researching. As we face the reality, research is a big impact for us as we face a lot of changes.
Social advocacy. Advocacy, as defined by Merriam-Webster, is the act of supporting a cause or proposal, the act of process of advocating. Today, the adoption and improvement of the technologies can now serve as a platform for solving local and global issues through an advocacy. This includes solving of gender equality, economical, agricultural and industrial problems, government accountability and transparency, educational dilemmas, crimes, religious conflict, climate change, and more. Social advocacy refers to the actions of brand advocates who publicly share information related to their experiences with the company of their perceptions. In terms of ICT usage, one of the most used by the people today is the social networking sites or simply social media. It is the collective online communication channels dedicated to community input, interaction, content sharing, and collaboration. Next is research for content that we'll discuss by Bambalan.
Hindi, Kuya Remoroso na 'to. Nandito na kasi siya.
Research is defined as the creation of new knowledge and or the use of existing knowledge in a new and creative way so as to generate new concepts, methodologies, and understandings. Research makes you wiser on the decision you make in life and gain more experiences and set of knowledge as you go through different findings and conclusion during the process of research. This consists of identifying the current trends, demands, working formats, as well as the popular authors and topics. Background information in your introduction should indicate the root of the problem studied, being its scope and the extent to which previous studies have successfully investigated the problem, noting in particular where gaps exist that your study attempts to address. Information in your introduction should indicate the root of the problem being studied, its
Audience profiling. Audience profiling is the process of defining exactly who your target audience is by unifying and analyzing their behaviors across multiple platforms and touchpoints by Steve Flynn 2018. In this project, you need to consider the demographics and psychographics of your intended audience. In short, know who your targets are. There are two types of audience profiling, and the first one is the next page, please. Demographics is one of the methods in audience profiling that defines not only the population of your audience, but also work that they do. It also tells where they live, their gender, age, income level, religion, ethnicity, education level, and knowledge level. This is the definition of a particular type of customer. The second type of audience profiling will be discussed by Ms. Dango.
Psychographics is the classification of people according to their personal characteristics, lifestyle, attitudes, social class, aspirations, values, tastes, activities and interests, and other psychological criteria. You can only effectively reach your target audience when you really comprehend both of their demographics and psychographics. Psychographics is basically about people's psychological characteristic or traits, often studied in conjunction with typical demographic data to build more complete profiles of target markets and audiences. Next.
In designing and developing social advocacy, this lesson provides information how you will able to develop an ICT project through an effective creation of a video presentation. This lesson will guide you to maximize the potential of your advocacy to address social change. This is also the final stage of your social advocacy where planning and conceptualizing, research for content, designing and development are combined to produce a meaningful output that serves as a catalyst for change. In designing social advocacy, a design is a plan or specification for the creation of an object or system or the implementation of an activity or process. The output of that plan or specification in the form of a prototype product or process. The design is a verb that describes the process of creating a design. A design must generally satisfy the set of aims and restrictions, such as aesthetic or overall appearance, functionality, economic, and socio-political factors, and it must interact with a certain environment. When planning and producing your own video material, you should express yourself by speaking creatively and passionately about the cause you care about. Gather ideas, create outlines, choose a message, and create your content. When making a design, you must provide visuals that are pleasing to the eye, visuals that are related to the topic to avoid misunderstanding. Next. Now, in developing social advocacy, development phase is one of the crucial stages in constructing and producing your social advocacy because this phase is where skills and creativity should foster. The creator should also need to be careful not to plagiarize works and give proper credits to the owners of different intellectual properties in crafting your project unless it is under the fair use. Fair use means you can use copyrighted materials without a license but only for certain purposes. This includes commentary, criticism, reporting, research, and educational purposes. In accordance with this, fair use must follow these prescribed guidelines. Majority of the content you created must be of your own. Give credit to the copyright holder. Don't make money out of the copyrighted work. The creator can also use Creative Commons, an American non-profit organization devoted to expanding the range of creative works available for others to build upon and share legally. This is going
In
to be
this fa- in this page, uh,
sige, tuloy.
In this page, the different kinds of elements of developing for social advocacy will be shown, which are literary works, musical works, dramatic works, pictorial, graphic, and sculptural works, motion pictures and other audiovisual works, sound recording, and architectural works.
First, first is sorry. First is the literary works. These are basically prose such as books, news stories, scientific paper, novel, poetry, or any other forms of word only. The validity of copyright under literacy works applies during the lifetime of the author plus 50 years after death. Literary works include non-dramatic textual works with or without illustrations. They may be published or non-published. Computer programs and databases also are considered literary works. Next is the musical works.
Musical works. This applies to both the lyrics and the music. Under the musical works, the copyright falls under 50 years from year recording took place. Musical works means a work consisting of music and includes any graphical notation of such work but does not include any words or any action intended to be sung, spoken, or performed with music. Next one is dramatic works. These are plays including any accompanying music. Copyright in dramatic works, whether whether published or unpublished, expires 50 years after the end of the year of creation. Dramatic works includes plays, screenplays, scripts, choreographic notation, choreographic shows, and scenarios for a film. Any work that is intended to be performed dramatically is a dramatic work. The next topic is pictorial, graphic, and sculptural works. These are photographs, drawings, paintings, and any other kinds of two or three-dimensional art. These copyright under applies under 50 years from the publication. refer to two-dimensional and three-dimensional work of fine, graphic and applied art, photographs, prints and art reproductions, maps, globes, charts, diagrams, models, and technical drawings, including architectural plans. Motion picture and other audiovisual works. An audiovisual work consisting of a series of related images that impart an impression of motion when shown in succession along with accompanying sound is called a motion picture. Motion picture and other audiovisual works are entitled to copyright protecting under U.S. law. These are movies, television shows, YouTube videos, and any kinds of multimedia. The audiovisual work shall be protected for 50 years from the date of publication. If it is unpublished, it is protected for 50 years from the date of creation. Sound recording. These are separate copyright that protects a recording artist's rendition of a work. Performances that incorporated in recording shall be protected for 50 years from the end of the year in which the performance took place. Sound or image and sound recordings and performances incorporated therein shall be protected for 50 years and the end of the year in which recording took place. And the last one is architectural work. These are blueprints and similar plans for building. Work of applied art shall be protected for 25 years from the date of its creation. The next page will be discussed by Pamplona.
In crafting your proposed social advocacy, the following are the tools or software in developing your own video content, but not limited to. First, here we have VideoPad, Blender, and Shotcut, and OpenShot. First of all, VideoPad is one of the greatest video editing programs for getting started for those who are getting started with multimedia video editing. It's ideal for anyone who's just getting started with video composition because it is very basic and straightforward to use. Um, VideoPad have instructions that are very easy to understand for someone who lack knowledge about video editing. Next software is going to be discussed by Miss Mercado.
Blender. Make Purchases Based on Design is an open source program that is entirely free to use. Blender was designed as 3D animation suite that comes with a very useful video editor. The editor allows you to perform basic actions like video cuts and slicing and more. It allows you to carry out more complex tasks like video masking. This makes it a very flexible video editor and caters to both beginner and advanced users. Blender features include 3D modeling, UV unwrapping, texturing, rigging and skinning, sculpting, animating, and many more. Next is the shortcut and will be discussed by MJ Lovaina.
Shotcut is a fully open source program. This means after downloading it, you get access to all the features without the need for a paid upgrade. This video editor This video editor supports a wide range of video formats and boasts a great collection of tutorial videos. Two of the most striking features are 4K HD resolution support and its timeline editing. Shotcut will be a great editing tool for you if you wanted to have a 4K HD resolution for your video output. Shotcut is a video editing app and it's free for everyone. Shotcut can really help students, teachers, and others that need helps for videos. This app can really help right now as we face this new normal situation. We as students really need this kind of app because as we face the online classes, it's hard for us to edit some report videos, dance videos, audio, and more. And teachers who also needs this kind of app for reports, video discussion, video lessons, and more. Next is Cherry.
OpenShot Video Editor is entirely open source. It has an easy-to-use drag and drop interface. OpenShot box features including unlimited layers and audio mixing. It also allows real-time previews when you create transitions between your clips. This free editor has also a nice balance between advanced features and simple interface, good for beginners and advanced creators.
Yun lang po. Thank you for listening po.